guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. My name is NayDenise. For those of you who are new to the channel or who just happen to stumble across this video, and I am the founder and CEO of Daughter of Increase Ministries, that is DOI Ministries. And here on this channel, I hope you guys to increase in your faith and relationship with God and Christ through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And I do that by posting twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturday, and occasionally on Tuesdays. So if you haven't done so already, don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe if you have not, and to click the bell to stay notified. But today, as the title says, for Vlogmas Day 12, I believe this is Day 12, we are going to be talking about my favorite songs from 2022. And I have 10 here, and unknowingly, all 10 of these songs are worship songs. And the way that I categorize worship versus praise songs, right? Praise songs are more upbeat in tempo, and worship songs are those really soft melodies, those songs that really basically, I don't want to say prompt you to cry, but you guys catch my drift, hopefully. And so if you want like a full definition, I'll pop on the screen what they mean, the differences between the two. But I have about 10 of these songs are, 9 of these actually are going to be worship, and then there's one that is like a mix of a praise and worship song. And so yeah, I will leave the playlist linked in the card, so just click the I to go to the playlist for each of these songs. But yeah, I compiled a 2022 favorite worship songs playlist for you guys to check out. And I'll probably will do that going with the years forward. But I'm going to go through them. I'm not going to play the songs. I'm just going to tell you why they ministered to me. And you guys, like I said, can click the I to go listen to each of those songs. So the first one is Spontaneous Worship by Victor Thompson. So anything that this man does, anything that he sings, I subscribe to his YouTube channel. And if you guys don't know who Victor Thompson is, where have you been? He is a wonderful singer. Like his voice, the way that he worships when he's singing is fantastic. And so I actually found out about him from my mentee. She was listening to the next song, which is actually on my list, Dependable God, which is my second song by Victor Thompson. And yeah, I was blown away by the music. I was blown away by the lyrics, by the pure worship. And so I had subscribed to his channel and then started realizing that he would do spontaneous worship videos where he would get on either by himself or with other singers and literally just worship. He'll sing some of his original songs, he'll sing some regular worship songs, he'll just be going in, like, and straight into the throne room. And for me, it really sets sort of the atmosphere and tone for me when I'm doing my Bible studies, or when I want to go into prayer, or when I just want to have quality time with the Lord. And I personally like just dancing to his worship music. So Spontaneous Worship by Victor Thompson is my first one, because it's spontaneous. You never really know what he's going to sing, and so I love that it's spontaneous. They do worship by speaking in tongues as well, which I find very amazing, like absolutely phenomenal. And so yeah, that is just, it's pure worship. If you haven't heard it, please definitely check it out for sure. I will leave a link to his channel. Click the I, go check it out. I will leave my favorite one that he's done. Click it, the I. And then, like I said, the second one is going to be Dependable God by him, which for me struck a chord with how God is dependable in every season, in every circumstance, in every situation. No matter what I'm going through, I know that I can depend on him. And it is so profound when you listen to it, and especially when you're going through something. I listened to it at a time where I was going through something emotionally, and it helped me a lot. And so that is my second favorite song of 2022. And I'm sorry if you guys hear any thumping or banging above me. My landlord lives upstairs, and so I apologize about that. But going on to number 3, it is going to be Release by Psalmist Raine. And I actually danced this song. This song is about 26 minutes long. Y'all heard me. It's a 26-minute long song. And I love this song. I love the whole 26 minutes. There's something about this song that is really personal for me, because it's about really releasing everything and letting God do what he has to do, right? I would say when you listen to this song, don't just listen to the music, but listen to the words of what's being said, because it really, I don't want to say will usher you in, but it will usher you in to a new mindset, I guess, a new heavenly realm, if that makes sense. I don't want to go all over the place with this video, so yeah. But released by Psalmist Raine, 26 minutes long. I love the whole song in and of itself, but for me, it takes me into a place of purity. And it sounds so weird, but it takes me into a pure place with God where I literally lose focus of self and I am focused on God. I danced to that song during a very, very hard time in my life, very, very hard time, and it helped me heal from heartbreak. It helped me heal from loss. It helped me heal from disappointment, and it still helps me in those moments. And I love that song. So, released by Psalmist Raine, beautiful song. So number 4 is Nothing Else Matters by All Nations Worship, and I have 2 songs on here by them. So Nothing Else Matters, and this song, it hits because it lets you know that nothing else matters but God. Like, it don't matter what's going on, it don't matter who said what, it don't matter who did what, it don't matter what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Nothing else matters. That's it. Nothing else matters. And I danced to this song, and it is such a lyrical, beautiful worship song. Most of these songs I have danced to, or I want to dance to, but I think most of these I haven't actually danced to. And so you'll notice that most of the songs that I'm saying are my favorites are songs that for me touched me, and they ministered to me when I ministered and danced. And so yeah, nothing else matters. That's that. And I'm honestly thinking about doing like studies on a lot of the lyrics that I get from like the songs that I like. So like I would go download the lyrics of Nothing Else Matters and literally break it down and try to connect it to scripture. I'm thinking about making that something that I do for myself personally. Of course, I would share it on the channel, but yeah, I'm really thinking about taking like these 10 songs and really diving deep into them for next year. But Nothing Else Matters by All Nation Worship, amazing. So following that with number 5, we have Covenant Keeping God by All Nations Worship, and this is a song I'm actually dancing to this coming Sunday. I believe that's the 18th, and it's just about God being a covenant keeper. That's it. He keeps his covenant with you. He doesn't break the covenant, you break the covenant, right? And so when you break the covenant, that's a problem. But it's just about him being that covenant keeping God today, tomorrow, forevermore, yesterday, it doesn't matter. And so for me, that song is it means a lot to me. I'll be ministering to that song personally. I don't want to minister to it. And I would just say, for me, when I'm ministering to a song and I know that I personally in my flesh don't want to do that song, I know that that's not a song that I picked for myself. I know that that's a song that God gave me. And a lot of these songs God had given me to minister to, and I don't want to say I hated them, but I just don't like doing them. But those are the songs where I know God is moving and I'm not in control. And so yeah, Covenant Keeping God by All Nations Worship. So moving on to number 6. So number 6 is You Covered Me by Timothy Reddick. I think that's how you say his name. Y'all, anytime I hear this song, tears start to fall. They just fall. They fall. Okay, either in the flesh or in the spirit. They're falling. Because God covered me in every single thing, every single situation that I've gone through. You know, some of you know some of my parts of my testimony. I haven't shared a lot of everything that I've gone through, but I have shared some. And just to know that God has covered me through the hard times, through the good times, through the bad times, through the easy times, through the turmoil, through the changes, right? He's covered me. He will continue to cover me. He will continue to be with me. And so it's all about, you know, God covering me. You covered me. Like, there was really nothing that I could do, nothing that I could say, right? Because there was times that I ran away from God. There was times that I was like, I don't want to deal with you, right? And I'm keeping it a buck. Y'all know me. I try to keep it as real and transparent as I can. And I know a lot of people don't like me saying that a lot in my videos, but I have to say that because there are some people who are new to my channel and who There are some people who are not used to someone really being authentic, I guess would be the, I don't really know, right? And so for me, there were times where I was just like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to say the word. I just don't want to. Like, I'm over it. Leave me alone. Being honest, right? And so even in those moments, he still covered me. Even when I chose to go out and do wrong, he covered me, right? And so there were consequences, obviously, to actions, but they were not as detrimental as they could have been. There were many things that I sit and think on, and I'm like, dag, like, I really was doing stupid stuff. But when I think about the grace and the favor and the love that he poured on me in the midst of me doing stupid things when they could have went left field, like, y'all, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, so the 7th one is The Fourth Man by Dr. Toomey. And this song, I love this song. Honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all, because this song is all about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when they were in the fiery furnace. That's it. It's about God being the fourth man in the fire, Jesus being the fourth man in the fire, when you are going through things. And I ministered and danced alongside 2 of my sisters, and it was so beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful dance. It was a beautiful song. And so, yeah, I don't have nothing more to say to that, but that, and anytime I hear the song, it just puts me back into, oh my God, I danced to this song with my sisters, and it really makes me think about every trial, every fiery furnace that I've been through. And God was there with me. Christ was with it, right? They were right there with me, right? And so that's that. Number 8 is Leaning on His Arms. I think it's Leaning on His Arms or Leaning in His Arms. I'll put the correct title on the screen, but it's by Psalmist Raine again. Y'all, I love me some Psalmist Raine, okay? Psalmist Raine, she hits all the way. I love her worship music, right? And so it's about leaning into the arms of God. No matter what I'm going through, no matter what I'm feeling, no matter what I'm thinking. Leaning in His arms, leaning on His arms. That's it. Like, there's nowhere else that I should be leaning but into God, into Christ. That is it. And I could get into like all the songs and the crescendos and how they go up, you know, in octaves, and like as a music buff, I love music. As a dancer, I love, like, you know, the meticulous parts. But the worship for me is what sets the tone with all of these songs, right? And so Leaning on His Arms by Psalmist Raine, number 8. Number 9 is Touch the Hem by William McDowell and Trinity Anderson. Yeah, and I'm looking at my list, y'all. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. But William McDowell, Pastor William McDowell, excuse me, and Trinity Anderson. Touch the Hem of His Garment basically is a song that comes and speaks about the women who touched the hem of Jesus's garment, the woman with the issue of blood, and how when she touched the hem of His garment and she had that faith, how she was able to be healed and made whole. And for me, I might not have an issue of blood, right? But I have some issue, right? Whether that's a broken heart, whether that's something mentally going on. And when I say mental, I don't mean like hospitalized mental, okay? I mean, like, maybe I'm having thoughts that I shouldn't be having, right? Maybe there's something in my heart that I shouldn't be feeling, right? Maybe I'm thinking things that I shouldn't be thinking. And all I have to do, instead of running away or ignoring or pretending like it doesn't exist, is touch the hem of Jesus's garment. That's it. Touch the hem with a little bit of faith. It says all you need is a faith the size of a mustard seed. And that thing is tiny, right? And so that song was amazing. I actually did this song with my sisters as well. I had asked them to dance with me, and it was so good, y'all. It was amazing. And I know a lot of you guys keep asking me to share more of my dance videos. I'm not gonna lie, I get shy. Okay, I love dancing. It's my life. Like, I am very grateful for the gift that God has given me to dance, and to use that as a way to minister to people. But it is nerve-wracking. Okay, it's nerve-wracking. So possibly the dance that I do this coming Sunday, I will try to edit that up and then post it for you all. But yeah, Touch the Hem by William McDowell is definitely one of my favorites from 2022. And then finally is Jesus by Eddie James. And this is a one that is a lot more upbeat and fun, but it's still a worship song. So it's a praise and worship song. And this one specifically would be like one of those songs you hear around like the resurrection time or Easter Sunday time, right? It is literally about what Jesus went through on the cross before He got on the cross, right? And I love it. It really makes me grateful and thankful for what he chose to do, right? Because he didn't have to. He didn't have to die for us. He didn't have to deal with the abuse. He didn't have to deal with the negativity, with the naysay. He didn't have to deal with it, right? He could have just been like, I'm out, deuces, I'm done with it, don't want to save these people, they're done for, right? Like how we do when people get on our nerves and we be like, I'm not dealing with it no more, you know? He didn't do that, and I'm very grateful that he didn't do that. Because when I think about how stubborn I was stubborn, and yet he still, knowing that I was going to continue to be stubborn in my mess sometimes, and knowing that even after being saved may have still slipped up, he still chose to not just deal with all that abuse and to get on the cross for me, but for you, for your family members, for your friends, even for your enemies. Like, he didn't have to do it, and he did it. And so I love that song. And even though that song hypes me up, I be Jesus, I be in the house jamming. If y'all hear the song, y'all know what I mean when I sing it like that. Y'all listen to the song. But it literally makes me want to cry, because it's like, wow, he did this. Like, he really went through all of this for me, right? He did it for the world, and it's the same world who to this day still doesn't care to acknowledge his existence, right? The same world who tries to play his name. Like, it is mind-blowing, you guys, mind-blowing. But those are my 10 songs, okay? Those are my 10 songs. And I was gonna try to like find some more praise songs, but I'm just like, no, this is a realistic song. this is a realistic playlist. Like, I'm not altering this. These are the songs that ministered to me, that I really loved for 2022, that I played non-stop. And I say I had these on repeat about 50 times. I mean, they was on repeat about 50 times. Like, just saying. And so, yeah, if you've heard any of these songs, let me know. If you have not heard any of these songs, definitely click the I to go to the playlist. If you guys have any songs that you loved for the year, please let me know. And like, I've heard other artists, like obviously there's Maverick City, there's Hillsong, there is Embassy Worship. Like, there are a lot of other artists and gospel groups that I've heard, right? I've listened to Christian rap and hip hop. I've listened to Christian R&B. I'm thinking about doing another playlist video like this, but sharing like my favorite Christian hip hop, R&B songs, rap songs. That might be a thing. But I really just wanted to share like my favorite, I guess I'll title this my 22 favorite worship songs, right? Because these songs really were amazing for me. Like, these are the songs that really got me through during the year. They were the songs that really helped me to stay focused on God, and when I was in the mindset of wanting to really dive deep into prayer or really dive deep into my Bible study, these were the songs that I would gravitate towards the most for me. And of course there are thousands of other songs that I listen to. You guys know I have my other playlist. I have I think that's my worship playlist that I have, that you guys can definitely check out, and I add to that consistently. So I don't even know how many songs are on that list now, but I add to that playlist consistently. I have obviously my Christian, I call it Christian dance party, because that would be like my praise music, where, you know, like the good old Fred Hammond and, you know, the upbeat Kirk Franklin songs and stuff like that. And then I have obviously my Christian hip hop and rap, and then I have, I believe, a Christian R&B playlist. And so I will leave as many cards as I can linked in the cards, and if I can't, then I'll leave them linked down below. But yeah, these are the songs that ministered to me for 2022. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, share with me what you guys enjoyed, and if you made it to the end, post this music note right here so that I know that you watched to the end of the video. And I will see you for another day of Vlogmas. Bye.